There was a time when people did not take you seriously. They formed opinions based on limited understanding. They judged your potential before your growth had a chance to show. But time has a way of revealing the truth. Your consistency, your discipline, and your resilience reshape the narrative. What they once dismissed is now something that they acknowledge and respect. You did not argue your value. You demonstrated it. There was a time when they looked down on you. They treated you as though you were insignificant, as though you were undeserving of even the simplest form of respect. To them, you were an afterthought, a quiet presence that they believed would never amount to anything. They mistook your silence for weakness. They mistook your solitude for laziness. While they were seen, you were unseen. While they were loud, you were quiet. And in their eyes, that was enough to dismiss you. But what they could not see was that you were building. While they were occupied with gossip and empty movement, you were investing in something far greater. Your mind, your discipline, and your foundation. Day by day, in places where no one applauded you, you were becoming. Not for recognition, but for purpose. And now the same people who once overlooked you have been forced to adjust their vision. Because what was hidden has become evident. You have risen, not through noise, but through consistency. And now they watch, quietly, curiously, sometimes even with disbelief. They wonder how it happened. How the one that they underestimated became the one that they now look toward for guidance, for direction, for answers. The roles have reversed. They once believed themselves to be above you, yet now they find themselves following where you lead. But here's what separates you. You do not see yourself above them. Even now, you carry no arrogance, no need to diminish another in order to elevate yourself. You remain grounded because you understand something that they are only beginning to learn. True elevation is not proven by how high you stand, but by how you carry yourself when you arrive there. As it is written in Luke chapter 14, verse 11, "For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." You were never striving to outshine anyone. You were simply becoming who you were meant to be. And in doing so, you became a light. Not one that blinds, but one that guides. As it is written in Matthew chapter 20, verse 26, "Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant." This is why you were chosen. Not because you sought power, but because you understand service. You do not lead to be followed. You lead to help. Because you remember what it felt like to walk without direction, to search for answers and find none, to need guidance and receive silence. And so now you become what you once needed, freely, willingly, and without condition. As it is written in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25, "A generous soul will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." What has been given to you was never meant to be kept. It was meant to flow through you. And that is why your influence grows. Not because you demand it, but because you embody it. I'd like to end this message with a parable. A tree once stood in a quiet field, small and unnoticed. Nearby plants mocked it, for it did not grow as quickly, nor did it spread as widely in its early days. Seasons passed, while the others focused on reaching outward. The tree focused on growing its roots deeper into the earth. Years later, a great storm came. The shallow plants were torn from the ground, unable to withstand the wind. But the tree remained, not because it was the tallest, but because it was the deepest. And when the storm passed, those that once overlooked it now gathered beneath its branches for shelter. The lesson: those who are overlooked in the beginning are often being prepared in the unseen. Growth that happens in silence builds a foundation that cannot be shaken. And when the time comes, the same people that once dismissed you will recognize your strength. Not because you sought their approval, but because you built something real. And true greatness is not found in rising above others, but in becoming someone who can lift others when they fall. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everybody who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been ChrisAnesti, and until next time, take care, and God bless you.